That's been an exciting weekend and this morning and now, and what we've learnt, what we've seen. And I'll share something with you. Alton and I are both humbled to be associated with the likes of what we have, with the leadership in our teams. And you need to do what they do. And before I get into this, I just want to share something quickly with you. The demos were fantastic yesterday, but when anybody gets Super 10 or LDC from you, make sure you dilute it, you put the water in, and put the LDC in front of them, that they can see how economical it is. If you're selling just like that and you're not diluting, you're not doing the business right, okay? I'll just mark these. You can have a look at them and see how you do the right. It's on the Eagle Team website as well. On the Telegram, you'll see how to mix them and all that, but it's available. Now, I want to share something with you before I get into this, right? You see the Eagle Team shirts, okay? Now, what those shirts denote, when somebody sees somebody with a shirt like this, they'll know that we have integrity, we are honest, we care for people, we upgrade people, we go out of our way to help our teams by our examples. We go out there and do things, and that's important. So I want you to wear the shirt with honor and know that if somebody sees an Eagle Team shirt anywhere, they will know that those are people that are good for their word, they care for people, they uplift people, they care for the consumers, they care for the whole thing. And that's how you'll build a future. Now I'm going to get into building structure. And folks, can I tell you something before? You heard Alta last night. The company cannot show you how to build a business. Accept that. They might confuse you. Your upline is the only one that can show you how to build a business. And we in the Eagle Team are taking over again. We did it in the 90s, and the Eagle Team is flying. And you'll see us fly from now on, even higher. We're going to have to, I don't know where, we're going to have to find a hall double the size next year this time, because we're going to be taking over, okay? And we're excited about it. We are fired up about it, okay? We're going to take hold of our whole team again and get everybody really fired up. You don't have to go and listen to anybody else how to build a business. The Eagle Team have got a training manual, and we'll get copies available wherever you want, right? That will show you how to do this business. Very simple. And that training manual is not me or Alta. It's the Eagle Team leadership over the years have put that together. Alta's just looked at different things and revised it from time to time. So I want you to accept that and follow that system. You do your weekly trainings. You do your presentations. Do your monthly, whether you call it a bonus rally or distributor rally, it's got to be done on a monthly basis, that people can see what's happening. Okay, so that's the one thing I want you to accept when you leave here today. You're going to follow your upline. You're not going to follow some idea that's going to get you confused, okay? There's only one way to build this business, and that's the right way. And I'm going to show you a couple of things right now. Is this board all right where it is now? Can everyone see it on the screen there? Or not? Okay. Where's Kanada? Hey, Putty? Where? Yeah. No, she goes, no, she can, no, she must just be around here. She's there. Good. Okay. I want this. Why did Putty, why don't, yeah, let us sit over here close by. You got a phone? Putty, you better get there as well so you can see what to do, okay? We're going to talk about building structure in your business. Now, I'm going to assume that this lady, she joined the business, she selected her kit, and that's the next thing we need to talk about. You cannot build this business with a product. You have to have a variety of products. You understand that? That people need all the time. Then you'll build a business that will last, okay? And that's important. So I admire her. She made her choice. Pro Vitality is the one she chose, which is fantastic. Each and every one has a right to make your own choice. We're looking for entrepreneurs. We are not looking for employees. We're not looking for somebody to tell you, this week you do this, next week you do that. That's rubbish. Entrepreneur does what the upline shows them, and they do it as an example to their new people in their business. Am I right? We've got to start thinking like people now. We are people out there, we're going to, hey, there's fireworks in this place. There are people who are sitting here as diamonds. You just don't know it yet. And that's exciting. Now, I'm not going to go through a lot of training things. I want to say, this is the one we did yesterday. Let's say this is you. I'm going to do it like we're going to get you started. Number one, we find out why do you want to do it, okay? What are your dreams? That's the first key. I'm not going to go a lot into it. You've heard it all weekend. Now, when you get started, you get your kit. You're going to use the products. And folks, you've heard it all weekend. These products work. We don't sell products, we sell results. And that's important. And then you're going to share the opportunity. Remember what I said yesterday? Had the guy spoken to me, and especially to Alta, about products or anything like that, we wouldn't have gone to the meeting. But we went to the meeting because he said he's going to show us a way to make a lot of money. I'm sure 80% of Africa needs more money, am I right? You've heard it a lot on the stage this weekend. So I'd like, where you sitting? Why did you come up here? Come, Putty, you, the two of you come. We're going to stand here, and I want to do an example. You can stay here too, Putty. You can learn. No, you have to sit down. Let her sit down. Anyhow, good? That's the right way. Humbling yourself is good. Now, the key is, I want this person to build a business of people. Now, understand one thing today. 80% of the people you know are not going to join your business. I don't want to disappoint you. That's a fact. 20% will. So I want to protect this lady from the 80%, because if you just send them out there, you got your phone here. Don't Putty. Okay. Alta, I might need my phone as well, if you don't mind. And anyhow, so 20%, I want to help her find the 20%. Because you don't just put them out there and say, just invite people. That's rubbish. Okay, we've got to qualify people. And we'll do it this morning. So give us some names. I want alphabetically. 1A, 1B, 1C, just their first names, and if jy vir man yes. Thank you, Pierre. Okay, just any age. I don't want you to give me people that you think will do it. You understand? Just any name, whatever comes up, just the first name, you'll remember. I'll write it up here. Stephen. Abel. Okay, that's good. Okay. B. Puti. Uzo balawena. Zapa. You get one B. We go all the way to J, okay? Munike. Uzava better now. Just straight away, anybody.
Any B, yeah.
Bestina.
Okay. C.
Cedric.
C.
Yes.
Cedric.
Okay, A, B, C, D. D.
Darling.
Okay. E.
Elsa.
F.
Fanny.
G.
Oh, Jemina.
H. H.
Happiness. Isaac. Jabu.
J. Okay, good job. That's a good one. Thank you, Pudi. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Just very briefly. Abel, how old are they? Are they young, married,
This one is a photographer. He's young.
eh? Young. What age? 25, 30?
About 30.
30.
In his 30s. Yes.
Do they work?
He's a photographer.
Eh?
Professional photographer.
Eh?
Professional photographer.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, you think a positive person?
Come again?
Positive person?
Yes.
Okay. Bestina?
Christina is a nail artist. He owns he does my nails.
Nails? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Her own business?
Yes.
Okay. So how old more or less? She got a family or not?
Yes, she does have a family.
She got a husband as well? Maybe or partner? Oh, the yards. Not so much. Okay. Cedric?
Cedric is a security guard.
What?
Security guard. This one is my tenant, the security guard.
Ndoni?
Security guard. Officer.
Security guard. That's a good one. I'll tell you why. We were in Nairobi last week, and there's a guy, I don't know if you can remember, he's a 2 or 3 ruby already, and he was a security guard. So you never know. Is he a positive person? That's Cedric, eh? Darling? Darling.
Darling, this one is a retired teacher.
Retired teacher. Okay. She a positive kind of person?
Very positive.
Very positive. Okay, good. Elsa?
Elsa is a student. Just
Student, how old?
she's 25.
25. Go-getter? In positive? Okay, we'll put on. I'll give her 2 ticks, okay? That's funny.
Fanny, he owns a shop.
What?
Tuck shop owner.
Tuck shop owner. Okay. You've got winning people. I think, okay, Jamina. How old Jamina?
This one is about 40.
About 40, married,
38,
got
40.
children.
Yes,
Does she work?
yes.
Good. She a positive kind of person?
Very positive.
Very positive. We are Tani Mali.
Yes, they love
Eh? Okay. What I said there, does she love money? Okay. Okay, happiness?
Jemina. She's in property.
Eh?
Property practitioner.
What she do?
Real estate.
Eh?
Real estate. Selling houses.
Okay. Well, positive, Vienna. She joined already. Okay. Isaac?
Isaac is a church owner.
Eh?
That one is my pastor.
Pastor.
Yes.
You know, you've got to look out for pastors. I'll tell you why. There's a pastor who's going in the country looking to visit another farm. Some people in his what's name. And he stops next to the road, he doesn't know where to go, and he asked somebody on the road, he said, where does this and this person live? So he said, well, you go down the road and then you see a predikant, a dominee, a pastor, a board, that way. Yeah, that's the way you go down there. So he said, why do you call that board a predikant or a pastor? He said, well, it shows the way, but it doesn't go there itself. Shalom Gala. No, not all of them like that. Okay, okay, Jabu. Jabu.
He's a teacher.
Teacher.
School teacher.
How old?
She's about 45.
45. Positive person?
Very positive.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to try here. We'll give Jabu and Jamin as a young person. Okay? We're going to try these two now. I'm going to make a phone call now. I'm not going to use your time. I'm not going to use your airtime. We'll use this one now. I don't want to embarrass anyone by not having airtime, so we'll use mine. No, it's not a sin. It can happen to anyone. Okay? And now what I do here, to disguise my number, it's £31. Now she won't, whoever we phone in now, we're going to phone the first one is Jamina. She won't see who's phoning. Now sometimes people don't answer the phone if they don't know. Andisha? Okay? So you type in Jamina's number now. You put it in here.
We're in church right now.
Okay, don't ring it yet. Now I want you to write down what you're going to say to her, Paula. When she answers, you get the small talk first, you know, how are you, whatever. You say, can I ask you something? Yeah, you can ask in Zulu if you want to. Dinok buzin indo yavake. And if she says yes, say, would you be open? Now, this is a question important. Would you be open? Now, you ask in your own language, I don't mind, to look at a way to make more money. Oh, write that down. Now, what you people need to listen to these questions.
Okay.
Okay, now, she's going to ask you, what is it? Now, this is the key. You've not answered my question. I asked you if you would be open to look at a way. You understand? And then if she says yes, say, look, I'm going to pass the phone to somebody who's got more experience, and they can share something with you. Now, I'm not going to share anything with the business. I'm going to share the concept, and you guys will make an appointment to see that person sometime next week, you see. So now we're going to phone Jamina and put it on speaker so you can hear what the conversation is. Talking, yeah.
Oh, it's ringing.
Okay, it doesn't matter. She might be a church. You understand? You never know.
Most of my people are in church.
She said, most of the people in church.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at another one. Jabu, where will Jabu be? Will they be in church as well?
This one much better.
Huh?
This one is my best friend, much better.
Okay, put it in.
Must I tell her it's me? Must I tell her it's me? Church. Church.
You have reached.
Thank you.
Oh, God. They're all in church this morning. I said, go in. If I were able to Pina, how old's Abel?
This one.
Huh?
This one is not available. Can we try happiness? Happiness, I definitely sure.
Which one?
Happiness.
Happiness, okay.
Let's try happiness.
Okay, let's try happiness. You're doing well, don't worry. It's good.
You have reached.
Most people are in church.
Hey?
Even Abel is in church. Let me see. Oh, you know what we can do? Let us use my sister rather.
Your sister.
Yeah, because she's going to answer.
What's your answer?
Let me see. Tinkomo, awumuntu, ngiyacela kumele ubaba kuphela because uzokhuluma izinto ezi-wrong la esibhedlela.
Don't make a noise in the background, please. Try your phone.
I don't have airtime.
Okay, no worry.
Hi, Chande, how are you?
Khona.
Speaking to Messi. How are you today?
Awayukufonela ngaphandle nami.
There's something, kunento engiyenzayo la, sort of a survey or something.
Uyazwakala manje ukuthi uweshem.
Hayi wena, pendula imibuzo le, concentrate. Let's do this. How are you today?
I'm okay. Mara ngiceda nokuvuka mina. Wayesingayenzi.
It's fine. But you are able to speak, Angisha.
Mara ngiceda ukuvuka kwamampela.
There's a question I want to quickly ask you, if you don't mind. Would you like are you open to look, are you interested in what I want to ask you? It's going to be quick.
I can't say I'm interested. I don't know what's the question.
It's something very interesting. That's what I can tell you. It's a way to make money.
Ubani loyo?
It's my boss.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a way to, are you interested? I just wanted to ask you, are you interested in a way to make money? It's something very good.
I am. I'm listening.
You?
Okay. Can we bring
Yeah.
it? I'll take it.
Yeah, there's someone, I'm going to hand you over to someone who's going to explain everything for you very quickly. It won't take time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, môre mama. Charlie Bolton, yeah, die linge is here, okay. Okay. We got a very exciting concept we'd like to share with you. However, we can't do it on the telephone. Can we make an appointment next week sometime? Maybe we can get together for 20 minutes and just share it with you?
20 minutes. Who comes to who?
We'll organize it. We'll meet with you.
We'll organize where to meet.
Okay. But I haven't heard why are you calling me?
Are you
haven't told
interested? Everything will be explained on that day.
Mara, a little briefing, Nyana.
Yes.
Yeah, can I be briefed on what's going on? Because I can't maybe say I must meet you there.
But
I
you
can't
know me,
go
don't you trust
without-
me?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, meeting up is not a problem.
Yes. You won't regret. That's all I can
Okay.
tell you. Yes.
Okay, God bless you. Sal ek ook sê, sal chat aan nou weer, wa? Bye. You see? That was good. Thank you. You can stay up here, don't worry. The point is, she made a contact, you've broken the ice, she knows how to do it now, you see. And that's the key with any new person. All of us, myself, when we started, I was dead scared to make a phone call to somebody. I didn't know what to say or whatever. So the key here is very simple. Ask somebody if they'd be open to look at a way to make more money. If that's the kind of person, I'm not talking about products, to make money now. If they say yes, they'd be open, say we've got a very exciting concept. I don't talk about neo-life or a business or an opportunity. I say we're a very exciting concept. However, we cannot get it on a telephone. We'd like to sit down and spend 20 minutes together and just share it with you. And then you make the appointment. Is that clear? But the important thing again, they've got to answer your question. Would they be open to look at a way? They say, yeah, what's it? Would you be open to look? That's how the guy got us down, to go and have a look. So that's important. Now, I'm going to... Who was it? What's that one we called now? What's her name? Sandy. S-A-N-D-I.
T-H-A, the one we called.
Yeah, there you are. Your sister. Yeah, it's Tandi. T-H-A-N-D-I. Okay. So now we're going to help Tandi get started. Now, when Tandi gets started, we get the application filled in. We find out what kit she wants. Now we're going to launch Tandi's business, okay? And Tandi will show the plan, and at the end of the plan, we'll do right here, the same way, fill in application, let her make a decision, and then when she gets her kit, that's when you go and make a list of names, and you guys have both seen how to do it. Once you can do that, it'll grow. You see, because now let's say Tandi, you choose a name, one or two, you don't want a whole lot, and you start helping Tandi build a downline. You see? Now, if any of Tandi's people say, no, they're not interested once you've shown the plan, no problem. Open up your product catalog, which you've got, and have a look what you'd like to order. I need a retail sales book, Mark, okay? Have a look at what you'd like to order for the end of the month. Mark, are you there? Mark's normally fast. I should have taken it when I came up. Thanks, Mark. Okay, thank you. Okay, now this retail sales book is the way. Now let's say Tandi's prospect, the first one does not interested in the business. Okay, now your retail sales book has got 3 copies in it. You've got a pink one, or first a white one, pink one, and a green one. So you put this pad like that, and if it's a customer, you fill in her name up there, or whoever you've seen, what products they'd like to. You say, look what you'd like to order for the end of the month. Fill it in and the price. Then you say now, how would you like to pay? Can you pay right now? And if you see they hesitate, they don't have all the money right now, it's not a problem. Say, no problem. Why don't you put it under deposit? Now, this is designed, it puts a deposit, there's places there for it, and you will fill in your details and give them the white copy as their receipt for the deposit they gave you. You see? Now, that money you use to order the products from a company for that month, whenever you're going to deliver. Now, the key is when you deliver, doesn't matter which products they've ordered, you make sure that you go and launch those products for them. Even if you've demonstrated ahead of time, demonstrate again. And then before you leave the house, you say, have a look at my catalog and see what you'd like to order for the end of the month. You cut out that nonsense of saying, do you need anything? No. You're going to deliver. So you're in the house. You leave with an order. And you got a deposit. Am I right? Next month, you go and deliver again. That's how you build a relationship with your customer. Some customers might even join your business. Doesn't matter. That's part of the deal. So in other words, you go with an order, you come out with an order. You go with a delivery, you come out with a new order. You go with a delivery, you come out with... It's no phoning anyone. It takes work. But if you do it right, you will start the month with a big business already. You just got to deliver. And even if you don't have money, it's not a problem. You're going to use other people's money to buy the products. You full man? You understand that? It's so simple. So you get these retail sales books. They're available from the Eagle team. Jeanette might have even had some down there, but that's important. Now, I just want to share something with you, which is very important, what we've been doing here. We're starting to build structure. So now, Putti, you'd be the upline. So now, both of you are going to be with Tandi. You're going to do that. And you say, right, now next time, you sit down, and you're going to do the work. Now, we're developing him as a leader. By the 3rd or 4th time, you're out of it. This business is growing. You understand? They know what to do. They can go on their own now, right? You're obviously going to have your weekly trainings and your monthly trainings and all that's going to come. So now you keep going down line. If any customers, you do the same thing. You've got a beautiful catalog. Go in. If somebody says no, no is not no. That's great. Say, can I come and show you how to keep toxins out of your home? You saw the demonstration yesterday with the broccoli or whatever. Most people are eating poison. They don't know it. They just cook it. They don't clean their stuff. So it's important, okay? So I want to share with you how important this is. You get people started, you help them use the products, you develop a consumer, and I'll give you an example here of somebody. This couple built a business to One Ruby, but in 2021, because of their work circumstances, they were not allowed to do the business anymore. Yet they developed a consumer base. They were One Rubies, and I've got their records right here from March 2021. You'll see there. So there was still One Ruby there, and that was their PV, and the total group PV. So I'm just going to show you how it runs. Now, it ran all the way like that. It's 38 months. March 2021, I've got all the records. They all the way, they do nothing. They're just delivering the products, and they've got distributors who are not active or also consumers, okay? And it was 38 months in total. They are back, starting to get serious again, and they're going to be building. And in that 38 months, there was only 4 months that they were under less than 5,000 or 6,000, most 7,000, 8,000. So they had a bonus, although they weren't working, every month out of their business. There were 4 months when they did. One is 4,700 PV, 14418, 4685, and 4095. So every single month they were above. Now their bonus would have been 8,000 to 12,000 rand. And all they were doing was just supplying the products to the customers. Who'd like a business like that? And now they're coming back and they're building to Sapphire. Just know they'll be diamonds, in my opinion, right? You see, so that's how they build a solid business. By looking after your consumers, helping them reorder. Don't ever, you know the reason we did it like that? In 1987, Alt and I were financially struggling big time. We never had money to order from a company. I used this. I used other people's money. If it wasn't for this system, we wouldn't be here today. And we started building it up like that. So understand one thing. If somebody says, no, it's not bad, that's products. In other words, you've got to make sure that your business never goes lower than this net. We call that the product net. So nobody should fall lower than products, okay? And our products are great. Anyone learning anything there? Simple. Just keep it simple and keep doing it. And I want to tell you, saying, this business, we quite honestly have not even started in Africa. We're still playing around, okay? But I believe as a result of this weekend and information, and by the way, as time goes on, we've got the recordings. We'll eventually have them edited. They'll eventually come up onto Telegram, and we'll tell you where they are. So if you want to educate somebody or help one of your downline, you'll be able to take some of those recordings and let them listen to it or watch it. You understand? On your phone or whatever. So that will become available shortly, right? Now, when I say shortly, it might take 3 weeks or a month to get it all done, but it will be done. You understand? We've got the guys at the back doing a great job. They've done a fantastic job all weekend, okay? So I want to just wrap up now and just share with you what I've done here. You see, Alton and I showed someone the plan many years ago. Now, this person was not invited to come to my meeting. I did a meeting in the Southern Cape. People from Oudtshoorn were invited, but they couldn't drive at night. This person was asked to drive him there. She took him to the meeting. In those days, our meetings were very hard. We'd do the meeting, and if you saw anybody that's agitated, not really positive, you say, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you in a 5-minute break, and we'll excuse you. And these people wanted to go home. But this lady who was driving now, she wanted to know more about the business. So I'm sleeping in a hotel at night, and I'll never sleep on a bad bed, so I was lying on the floor, sleeping, and it had a ledge above there. It was with little telephone, proper phones over there, not cell phones. I'm talking about 1974. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, the phone rings. I bumped my head on the stupid thing on this board. And this lady calls me. She said, please, can you come and see me in Oudtshoorn? That's the next day. I said, yeah, no problem. Now, I found out later, she phoned that hotel, and she said, I want to speak to, she didn't know my name, that person who did the meeting here tonight. The guy said, I'll get fired if I put you through at this time in the morning. She said, you're going to get fired if you don't put me through. And anyhow, cut a long story short, I went to see her that day. She had, her late husband, he was a school principal. He'd left her a house and money. She was well looked after. But she signed security in the bank for family members who started a carpet business. And the carpet business had gone bankrupt. Okay? So the bank took everything. Alta actually helped her. She hadn't even paid in yet. Those days were a couple of $1,000. She hadn't even paid in. So Alta went and helped her pack up out of her house when the bank took her house over. That lady, she had no children. She said, where to now? I said, look, Oudtshoorn's a small place. Everybody knows you've gone bankrupt. Go to Western Cape. She went. I'll tell you a long story. She stayed in somebody's backyard. And one of her distributors, Sansi Burda, wanted to find out where she stayed and all that, but she did Saturday training with her team. Then she'd go home to her place. And this lady followed her from a distance, waited for her to get into her place, and then knocked on the door. And they're both big ladies. And this lady wanted to close the door, and this other lady put her foot in the door and pushed it open. She was sleeping on a door, an ordinary door, with a piece of sponge rubber, right? And this lady actually gave her a bed. Anyhow, she built a business, a big business. She was a present team member, and her business started going down the line to different people. It's another story where I'll tell you about how she got hold of Krishna Dolman. And she did a lot of demos for Krishna Dolman. Somewhere down the line, somebody got started. And eventually, that business got to Tanzania. That's virtually the whole Tanzania business, okay? Now, that lady actually died healthy at 94. Now, I'll tell you what happened. There were a couple of years before she died that she became inactive in the business. But because she'd built a structure and the business was rolling, right, she earned income each and every month while she was not doing anything. She earned income. You know, she went, certain people are still, Lady Smith, now a couple who helped her move from her house to a retirement village, to a room, eventually to a final place, you know. And she passed away. And there was money all the time. Now, I saw somebody actually conned out a lot of money. I know Krishna Dolman to take over her bank account. And the will was paid out a little while ago. And they sent Alta and I 280,000 rand that she left to us, but she had only 2 children. Who'd like to have a business like that? That you could get money even when you're not active. You see, I don't think people understand this business. You think you're just here to make this. No, you're building a future. We were 31 when we were started. Alta was 25, okay? You're building a future that's going to carry on. And that's exciting. Who'd like a business like that? Eh? And that's exciting. So I want to wrap up and just share something with you. And share a story with you. You see, I myself grew up in the Eastern Cape, about 25 or 30 kilometers from Port Elizabeth on a farm. My parents never had money. And I grew up with 4 little black guys. My mom could speak Xhosa fluently, And I was 3 or 4 years old before I started learning English, right? Because these 4 little black guys, we were all 2-year-olds, 2.5 years. We used to play in the bush every day of our lives. And sometimes we just disappear in the bush and play the whole day. You know, if it rained a bit and there's a flay with clay there, we take our clothes off, we'll slide all day, and we ate out of the veld. We knew what to eat. And I'll never forget, white kids would come visiting my parents with their parents, and we would run away. Myself and these guys. We say, these town people don't understand us. We think differently. And that is why I'm like that for Africa. I think differently. I took ideas from America and all over, but I Africanized them. That's why the Eagle team grew. And I just thank God for Africa. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the future. And God willing, as long as He wants me to be here, Alt and I will be around, okay? And it's in His hands, right? But I'm not going to punish my body. I want to encourage you. Look after your body. Check what you put in your mouth. If you're a bit overweight, lose it, right? There's a brain scan thing I'll send to you if you want it, your upline. It says the more your weight goes up, the smaller your brain becomes. Who wants a smaller brain? Hey? And that's a fact. And it shows, actually on the video, it shows you the different brains. Alcohol is one of the worst things for your brain. But anyhow, look after your body. Check what you're eating. Don't trust everything out there. You must check. And you know what? If you're looking healthy, you're excited about life, people are going to say, hey, what do you do? That's all you want. You'll build a business. And that's important. So let's go out there, folks. I really believe in my heart that this group here, we can go out into Africa and touch millions of lives. Not just South Africa, but neighboring countries, West Africa, it doesn't matter. Africa is open. You don't have to go to another country. Network marketing, people don't understand this. If you understand, one person knows somebody, everybody knows 4 people that you don't know, even your customers. They will know 4 people you don't know. So when you get a customer, it's not a dead end. Help them. They'll know. Go to that one. Go to that one. You've got more customers. Some might even join. If it's a distributor that's in your business to make money, show them how to spread the word. You see, Tanzania business did not happen through one person. It happened through a network. And that's exciting about this business. So I want to challenge you right now. Let's go out here and let us do it right. Don't just go and invite 10 people and just leave them. We want to help them. We want to guide them. Help them grow. Make sure they're making money. Make sure they're getting results. And it's up to us, the upline, to do that. So I challenge you all. Let's leave this function in Bloem and go out there and make an incredible difference in people's lives out there. Let's just touch life, forget about yourself, uplift others, guide others, humble yourself, and you can do it. And remember that one day, it's all in your hands to do it. You can go out there and touch lives. Take hold of this thing. Go out there, and one day those near and dear to you will say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud you had the courage to do that business. I'm proud you had the courage to not accept the no's, the courage to get up again no matter what people said to you and do it, because you can do it. God, you've heard all weekend. God's put the power into every one of us. Let's use that potential. Let's go out there and touch lives and make a difference in Africa, and you could tell your story one day, and that's exciting. Thank you very much, and God bless you.